Do you have all the money and all of the wealth that you really most want to experience? And do you have all the happiness, all the joy in every area of your life that you really want to experience? And do you have both of them? All the money, all of the wealth, whether that's an amount of money in the bank or whether it's an amount of cash flow moving through your life. Do you have all of it that you want at the level of love and joy and happiness in your life that you really want to live? What if I told you that if you don't, it's actually because of Sir Isaac Newton? Seriously. See, about 400 years ago, he handed us the paradigm that just about everybody on this planet is living, and it's known as the clockwork universe. The basic idea is that we're in a machine, we're separate, we're in meat suits, we're in a machine, and it's going to basically kick our ass. It's going to grind us into dust, eventually under the wheels of fate. Now, many people today, especially spiritual people, people following ideas like the law of attraction and quantum physics, they would say, no, well, absolutely not. The entire universe is energy. Einstein said it. Tesla said it. All the great seers throughout history have known and said there's actually no physical universe here. There is no physical universe here. The whole universe is energy, sparkling light, blinking from somewhere beyond, in and out of existence, in and out of existence. The entire universe literally arising and passing away. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with money and happiness? Well, only absolutely everything, and I'll get into that in just a moment. We're getting down today into this new reality where we actually know that the universe is energy. It's being talked about in movies like What the Bleep Do We Know and The Secret. It's being espoused by this giant expanding wave of law of attraction teachers, and all the quantum physicists are speaking about it. And just decades ago, when we all knew that the universe was physical, the first quantum physicists and explorers like Einstein were completely just blown away to find that when they got down into the core of the atom, no matter what type of atom of gold, atom of lead, atom of helium, there's actually nothing physical there. It's lights blinking in and out of existence. We take that picture and we look at it and we move out far enough, we realize the entire universe is doing that. Now again, what does this have to do with happiness? What does this have to do with money? Well, let me tell you a super short story here. For the first 46 years of my life, I pretty much lived in a hell designed by Isaac Newton's idea that was passed down through parents to parents to parents to parents to parents to me. I came into life being told and believing that I was a little separate chunk of meat in this giant, terrifying universe where there were all these authorities and all these systems, and basically I was going to get ground up eventually. You know, life's a bitch and then you die, basically. And everybody that I knew was living that exact same reality. And then I found self-help in my teens. And over the course of about 40 years, about 37 years, I spent tens of thousands of hours. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. I spent decades of my life and much of my energy trying to solve the problems in my life, the issues like relationships and money and happiness and all the things that makes up a life that weren't working for me. Along the way, I learned a lot. Studying all these courses, all these programs, boy, did I learn a lot. I learned a lot about positive thinking. I learned a lot about how to focus on what you want. I learned more than just about anybody on the planet about goal setting. And my life got worse and worse and worse. I could quote the masters word for word. I knew Think and Grow Rich inside out. I dove through all of it. When normal self-help failed for me, I got in much deeper into things like Reiki, energy work, things like that. There was nothing off limits for me. When something doesn't work, you go for the next and the next and the next level. My life got worse and worse and worse until I finally ended up at age 46, homeless, hopeless, suicidally stuck. And maybe you're not stuck, but the fact that you're watching this video lets me know that you can relate to this whole idea of some things not working. Either not having all the money you want, or not having all the happiness you want, or both. And now we're looking at the idea that it's actually thanks to good old Sir Isaac, that we got into this predicament, that there is a new paradigm today, that the entire universe versus energy, non-physical energy in a state of infinite possibilities, as all the teachers have said forever. And yet, just about all of us, including just about all of the authors and teachers who talk about the energy universe, are still living in the Newtonian paradigm, struggling and battling against a physical universe that doesn't exist. Coming up with ideas like the law of attraction to further complicate the utter simplicity that you are the infinite, unlimited, eternal energy of the universe. What else could you be? If the entirety of the universe is infinite, perfect, eternal, limitless energy, and everything in the universe is that, then what must you be? You're not a meat suit in a giant machine that's going to grind you up under the wheels of fate. You're infinite energy in a state of infinite possibilities. And guess what money is? And everything else that could ever contribute to the happiness and the joy that you really want to live. 6 years ago, I had an experience at the lowest point when I finally hit rock bottom, and I was homeless, hopeless, desperate, and suicidally stuck. If I could have afforded a gun, I would have put it in my mouth and ended it. At that lowest point, I had the breakthrough of a lifetime. I had an awakening experience where I went beyond decades of learning about the energy universe into the experience of it. I went beyond the idea of infinite possibilities into the direct experience of infinite possibilities. Now, why does that matter to you? Well, first of all, if it can happen for me, it can happen for you. Second, and much more targeted to your situation. Over the course of the last 6.5 years, since that awakening breakthrough, I created a company a few months later called Level 5 Mentoring. And in the last 6.5 years, we've been able to help tens of thousands of people in 83 countries, the vast majority of whom had tried everything, who had taken on everything the Newtonian paradigm had to offer, and even all the self-help, personal development, energy, and law of attraction approaches that claim to be stepping beyond the Newtonian paradigm, but truly don't. I've been able to help them through my company and through my work to actually step out of their problems and beyond the illusion of problems, which is caused by belief in a physical universe, into infinite possibilities. I welcome and understand your skepticism, and in just a minute, I'm going to help to allay that by you seeing more testimonials than you will ever need to see, more than you'll ever be able to watch of people that have experienced this. But right now, what I want to do is I want to give you a link to my free, absolutely free, #1 international bestseller, where I summarized everything I learned in a lifetime, everything that crystallized in that awakening experience, and everything that I've learned and practiced and polished and mastered over the following 6.5 years. The book's entitled Break Your Self-Help Addiction. It became an overnight #1 international bestseller with very little marketing at all, really just word of mouth. We've got over 200 5-star reviews on Amazon, and the book is going to be actually officially released in November. Right now, I'm on a campaign to put it in as many hands as possible for free. And if this interests you, you're next. Simply go to the link that's in this post, and you'll be able to go straight over to the website and get not a page, not a chapter, the entire book, absolutely free. And I've also created several videos that will help you to step directly into that experience of infinite possibilities, beyond these ideas of law of attraction, beyond the ideas of energy, directly into the experience of it, like so many thousands of others. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you watching this video. Go ahead and click that link, go straight over and grab my book for free right now, and I'd love to hear about your breakthroughs.